For decades, military theorists have debated a fundamental question. What truly wins wars? Attrition or maneuver? Attrition warfare seeks victory through grinding the enemy down, destroying capability through firepower and sustained losses. Maneuver warfare, on the other hand, aims for decisive advantage through movement, surprise, and tempo. In reality, no modern campaign is purely one or the other. The two are intertwined, each reflecting how a military applies force within its unique situation, objectives, and resources. As scholar Amos C. Fox puts it, the pragmatic coupling of movement and firepower is present in nearly every form of warfare. Clausewitz hinted at the same idea 2 centuries ago. Destruction of the enemy's forces is the goal, but it's achieved through positioning, deception, and superior mobility. Or as Fuller famously remarked, changes of weapons must be accompanied by a change in tactical ideas. Today, this classic balance is being redefined by technology. The character of war, not its nature, but its character, is shifting under the pressure of ubiquitous sensors, precision fires, robotics, and cyber capabilities. The modern battlefield is both more lethal and more transparent than ever before. The Royal United Services Institute observes that the sheer density of sensors now makes surprise extremely difficult to achieve, while long-range precision fires punish any form of concentration. Armies can strike targets at immense distances using drones, guided munitions, and networked ISR systems. That combination has led some analysts, including Jack Watling, to argue that traditional 20th century maneuver concepts may no longer hold. When every movement can be detected and every concentration of force targeted, armies must adapt, dispersing, concealing, and waiting for the moment of assault. In this view, maneuver has not vanished, but it's operating under immense pressure. Forces are learning to integrate new technologies into combined arms formations rather than relying on mass breakthroughs of the past. But does that mean maneuver itself is fading? The answer is more nuanced. Critics of heavy maneuver remind us that attrition remains unavoidable, regardless of how advanced technology becomes. Fox notes that modern combat inherently fuses movement with destructive firepower. Even when precision and rapid mobility reduce casualties, the underlying logic of attrition persists. So long as explosions remain part of battle, they will destroy whatever lies in proximity. Precision, paradoxically, can make battles more attritional because accurate strikes simply accelerate the pace of destruction. The Ukrainian counteroffensive in 2023 is a recent illustration. Ukrainian forces, advised to use maneuver-based tactics, faced dense, prepared Russian defenses and suffered significant losses. Despite the presence of advanced drones, guided munitions, and real-time intelligence, the outcome was shaped by concentrated firepower and stalemate. It was a vivid reminder that attrition is not a strategy per se, but a condition of conflict whenever destruction-based tactics dominate. Modern war still bleeds, just faster and more efficiently. And yet technology is also unlocking new dimensions of maneuver. Air and space control, autonomous systems, and network mobility have expanded the very concept of movement. In the Second World War, the German Blitzkrieg fused air power and armored thrusts to devastating effect. In 1991, General Norman Schwarzkopf applied a similar logic. Once coalition forces had neutralized Iraq's air defense network, they executed a massive ground maneuver that ended the Gulf War in weeks. Control of the air created freedom on the ground. That principle remains central today. Modern militaries increasingly operate in a kind of multi-domain maneuver, integrating air, land, cyber, and space. Drones, close air support, electronic warfare, and satellites now act as extensions of maneuver. When one domain achieves dominance, it opens maneuver space in another. Even if flanking movements on the ground are constrained by surveillance, forces can maneuver in the electromagnetic spectrum or through rapid precision strikes. The concept of movement has become three-dimensional. Still, no matter how advanced the tools become, war eventually returns to the ground. Infantry and armor remain indispensable. As Major General Curtis Taylor reminds us, seizing and holding terrain is an intimate business, something only soldiers can do. High-tech sensors may find the enemy, but only humans can take and hold their positions. This truth has endured from Normandy to Fallujah to Bakhmut. Even as AI and drones reshape tactics, the core mission of infantry persists. Future infantry will look different, of course. They'll be smaller, more agile, and equipped with sophisticated aids. Drones, exoskeletons, digital networks, and AI-enhanced C4ISR. But the essence of close combat remains beyond automation. Some armies are even rebuilding their infantry strength. Chinese military theorists, for instance, are investing heavily in intelligentized formations that merge digital networks with traditional units, recognizing that ground combat cannot be replaced, only augmented. Armor, by contrast, faces a more existential challenge. The destruction of tanks by loitering munitions and precision fires in Ukraine and Nagorno-Karabakh has prompted claims that heavy armor is obsolete. Yet most analysts reject that conclusion. Tanks still bring unique effects to the battlefield: the ability to penetrate fortified defenses, seize terrain, and deliver psychological shock. As RAND researchers argue, the mere presence of heavy armor in a theater can deter aggression, a signal of both capability and intent. Future armored vehicles will likely be lighter, networked, and protected by active defense systems. New concepts such as reconnaissance strike formations are emerging to blend light armor, long-range fires, and unmanned systems in mobile teams. These formations can probe and disrupt enemy anti-access networks, setting conditions for heavier follow-on units. The result is not the end of the tank, but its evolution, part of a wider ecosystem of firepower, sensors, and mobility. Ultimately, attrition and maneuver remain the twin pillars of warfare. The principle endures. Movement and firepower must work in concert. Successful militaries of the future will be those that integrate both. Infantry and armor will adapt rather than disappear. And the winning side will always be the one that delivers overwhelming firepower at the decisive point. Because in the end, war still belongs to those willing to stand and fight on the ground.